Oh, sorry. I was just fooling around. I'm not able to play games, unfortunately. As I said in one of the updates, my computer has a big problem. It's actually good for working with videos, with browsing the web, doing tons of other stuff, but unfortunately not playing games, especially demanding games, which is a big problem because it's a gaming machine. This is a gaming laptop, and unfortunately I wasn't able till now to solve the issue. Welcome everyone in 60 subscriber special. Because I'm not able to put any kind of gameplay behind me, you'll have to stick with me and my face. Today is the Q&A. Thank you very much everyone out there who subscribed to the channel. Laughing During Gaming is the main of my hobbies at the moment, besides gaming of course. It is a nice piece of videos. I made quite a lot of them and I will keep making them. The number now of subscribers is 72 or 73. It changed a day or two ago. So I have to apologize that 60 subscribers special comes up in the midway to 80 subscribers special, because 80 subscribers special is another one, but I'll have to think about that one a little bit more. And now for the questions. We'll start that in a moment, but before that a little how to call it, update. I made a big mistake. Those of you who watched the pre-60 subscriber special, they know that I wanted to how to say it, I wanted to have feedback from people, questions, but I think I screwed up there a little bit. That's on one hand. On the second hand, you disappointed me. Yes, I'm talking to you, because there were no questions. Some people watched the video and none of them decided to post more questions, besides one person. That person knows, and I will answer that person's questions, and he is the only person who didn't let me down. All other viewers, I was hoping for a little bit more positive feedback in the sense of questions. Why that happened? Partially I'm to blame. I restricted the questions to 3, and I also restricted them to subscribers, which was a mistake, and that won't happen again. That's why we fail, so we can get up and try again. Next time I'll probably make this very much more differently. We'll try probably just an open question mark. Plus there is the Twitter and Facebook. No, sorry, Facebook not yet. Facebook will come. I'll make a fun page for the channel. That's for sure. It's something that you actually require today. That's one thing. Second, my Twitter, you can find it on the channel page, but also for those of you who don't know, it's at Gabriel99A or ABC. Basically, it's my Twitter that I use sometimes. Actually, not that much, because I'm not a person who I would use it on my computer, and then on my computer I have also Facebook, my own, stick with friends, things like that. But sooner or later I think I'll buy myself a new cell phone with Android based, and then the Twitter will be more active, because it'll be more possible for me to add comments and engage in conversations between people when I'm more mobile besides my computer, because getting it out, opening it and posting something on Twitter, that actually doesn't work. So that's for the intro talk, and now for the questions. Okay, first question comes from Scottish Warrior 92. Second question comes from Scottish Warrior 92. And the third one comes as well from Scottish Warrior 92. Right. Thank you for your questions, and I will answer them all, plus with a little bit more of an extended version, because I was hoping to answer a question, depending on how it is, in a 2-3 minutes. Now we have like 5 or even 10. What are your thoughts on DRM? I gave it a lot of insight. I was trying to get myself get a view on what are my thoughts on DRM. No one can blame the developers for wanting to protect their property. It's quite obvious. When I have a computer, I want it to be protected by, let's say, a password. DRM is just such a precaution. But as we all know, it's not that simple as adding a new lock to your door. And I think mainly today it's a wrong way to approach. First of all, I want to say that I personally very much adore the idea and support the idea when a game is not treated as a market, as basically a consumable element of our culture that can be just sold and monetized. It's a view that a lot of people in the recent years, as I see quite clearly, Kickstarter proves that very much. We want to see games, we want to uplift games in the sense of quality. We want to make them more traditional media. So, and that comes also with mature themes, with treating gamer as an adult, responsible person. We want this medium to grow, and with growing up comes more adult themes like mortality. We want this basically to be more complex and much more friendly. We basically in the US, I think it's quite obvious at the moment that games are not something for middle school children or for young boys who are obsessed with technology. No, because technology became a part of our lives in such way that we were not even able to imagine this 10-15 years ago. That's why everyone is gaming here. And when it comes to DRM, that's not the way. We have to. There are basically 3 ways. Okay, let's go with this way. I organized my thoughts into 3 ways. There are basically 3 aspects of DRM. First, DRM always online. SimCity, the newest example. Blizzard with Diablo 3. Ubisoft, that actually that company started this trend. It doesn't work. It doesn't work all the time. There's always problems with servers. There's always problems with verifications. And basically, I sum up this way of doing DRM with a very annoying person that is somewhere in the room. Hey, Ubisoft, I'm legal. I'm still legal, but I'm legal still. Diablo 3 here, I'm legal. I'm still legal. The person playing here is legal. I don't know how you, but that annoys the hell out of me. Second is DRM on one-time verification. So it's when you type down the code, a computer connects to a server once, says the code is verified, and that's all. That's the best one. If you actually need a DRM, that's the way to go. That's how Steam works, which basically Steam is good because it also brings with it all the social features, achievements, etc., etc. And the third one is the best one, of course. CD Projekt Red. Some indie developers also support that. Obsidian with Project Eternity, one of their stretch goals for the Kickstarter campaign was also DRM free. Good Old Games is a platform for people who adore this kind of DRM, and that basically is no DRM. Don't treat everyone as a potential thief, because if someone is treated as a potential thief, he usually will become one. And that is my general policy towards DRM. I'm from Poland, as you probably know, and we have a big problem. We had a big problem with piracy here. Mid-90s, we were in the top 3 countries among Spanish people, if I remember correctly, Chinese, and maybe Romania. And we had a big cluster of piracy. Everyone was pirating, but we haven't actually seen it as piracy because internet was not present everywhere. Because a lot of people had a recorder that can record CDs. I don't remember what's the name of this device. An optical drive that can make copies. We were more or less thinking of ourselves that we were lending copies, but basically we were pirating. I did that too, everyone was doing that, and you know, when everyone is doing something, it's much easier to do it as well. I pirated really some neat games, and it was obvious everyone was doing so. At the moment I try to, when I can, find those programs and basically acquire programs legally, because that's the way to go. And if we want to change the mentality of people, the only way to change that is to, of course, make a positive example. Like the positive example of me buying my new editing software. I did that because I wasn't able to do it via internet because I don't own a credit card, so I had to do it with cash. And that's the way to go. And that's the answer for your question. I hope we can agree on some of that. There's a comment section below, so feel free also to mention that topic there. Now question number 2. What CD Projekt game are you most looking forward to? Cyberpunk 2077 or Witcher 3? First of all, for those of you who don't know, since I live in Poland, I personally think that buying CD Projekt Red games, and distributed in Poland as well in most of the Central Europe, as I know, by CD Projekt as a company group, I consider buying their games as sort of a, well, patriotic obligation. I know it sounds a little stupid, but they are the most successful company, in my opinion, when it comes to Polish electronical and electric entertainment companies. There are some other, like CI Games, People Can Fly, but when it comes to CD Projekt, I personally adore the studio. Those people did a lot to change the thing that I mentioned before, the piracy. My first game, my first game that I quite clearly remember that I bought from them is Baldur's Gate series by BioWare. Baldur's Gate 1. It was on 6 CDs, big chunk of a game, all translated into Polish with tremendous quality. Plus the game was very good. They were able also to gather people, very good Polish actors, to make them do the translation, those parts that were voiced. And actually, when answering your question, what game, what's the game that I look for? What is the game from the upcoming 2 games? It's a tough one. Since Game Informer announced The Witcher 3, 2 days ago, I bought the newest CD Action, a very good Polish magazine that revolves around games, and they have a big editorial, 6 pages. I would forget it. I wanted to show it to you, but I will put that in the video. And I'll probably also give you some a quick update about what they were able to find out from the developer team. But from the 2 games, Witcher or Cyberpunk, it's a tough one, because I will buy both of them, and I will play both of them. But Cyberpunk is the one. Cyberpunk 2077. Why? Because it's first an open world game, second it's a new IP, thirdly it will be one of the main, well, the protagonist will be customizable. We know that we will be able to practically set a lot of things about the protagonist. And you know, with The Witcher, that's something that my brother actually pointed out, and I have to agree with him. In The Witcher we play as the Witcher. As much as I love Geralt as a character, and as much as I love him in the books, and as much as I love him in the games, he will always be him, which means there is no flexibility that comes with the protagonist that you create. Like in most RPGs, older RPGs, the palette, the spectrum of options was much bigger, and in The Witcher we are limited to Geralt. He is a badass character, he is a Witcher, he is indeed a very good written character. And the thing is that with a very good written character that you play, comes also the restrictions that you have to... It's a full package. And that is why Cyberpunk is the one that I look forward to. To add more, because I don't know much about Cyberpunk as a setting, besides the things that I was able to find out on the internet, that's the setting I really love to see, especially after the teaser, because it was really something great, and hands down, these guys know what they are doing. And if I have to wait 3 more years for that game, that's the one I want to see more than The Witcher 3. It doesn't mean that waiting for Cyberpunk I won't play The Witcher 3. And now for the final question. I actually wanted to change the mood a little bit, so I have my baseball cap on my head. The final question is, what movies are you most looking forward to up to 2015? Whoa, this is a difficult one. Movies from 2013 that are still this year coming out. First of all, there's tons of those. Can you really imagine? There's so many. First of all, oh, you know what? Yeah, 2013 we have Wonder Woman live action. Superhero movies. There's tons of those. Tons and tons and tons. Can't actually imagine how they do it in America. There's Gravity, little Alfonso Cuarón movie. There's also, and one that I'm actually very excited for is Pirates of the Caribbean #5. They already announced it, I think. Of course, Johnny Depp. The role of Captain Sparrow is perfect, and that's one at least that I would love to see. Hobbit. Oh. Hobbit. Haven't seen the first one yet. Not that there is a big spoiler, because the book was, as for many other people, my first fantasy book, and I'm really excited to see where they want to go with this. Unfortunately, the fact that they stretched this book to a trilogy is annoying as hell, because there's no way you can hide it. No argument can say to my face can convince me that it's not a leap or a grab for money. It's a grab for money. Why I haven't seen the first one? That's because I am preoccupied for the last couple of months, especially since December, since I got my work at the TV. And that's one thing, and second, the version I wanted to see, because those of you who don't know Hobbit, sorry, that was nothing. Where was I? Ah, yes, the movie, Hobbit. And I will, yeah, 2 versions of the movie. There is a 24 frames per second version and 48, I think. And I wanted to see the second one, because it's too many times. There's 2 times the number of frames per second. I wanted to see it because it's a better visual experience. We'll see about that. Other videos, there is Underworld 5, there is Shield, I think. Pirates of the Caribbean #6 is also already properly in the making. As we speak, there is Madagascar 4. I'm a big fan of all or of most of the titles from Pixar because animation is good. There is Hawkeye, there is Gears of War, which I won't probably watch because I don't own a console and I have no experience with Gears of War besides the things that I heard in the media. There is Daredevil, another Captain Planet. They even want to make that one? Whoa, that's some crazy shit. Batman from Christopher Nolan, I think. Yes, #4. That one I would love to see. Avatar #2. Don't want to see that. It was the first one was so simple. Hobbit #3, as I said. Oh yeah, How to Train Your Dragon #2 from Pixar. Last year I saw the first one. Bam! That's good movie, and we know that. But how they want to make training a dragon again the main feature, I don't know how they want to do that, but we'll see, we'll see. There is Spider-Man #2, The Amazing Spider-Man. There is Captain America #2. Too many. There is Gambit. I think that's about, of course, about the X-Men. I have two favorite X-Men's from the whole cast there. Two, and one of them is Gambit. The second one is, of course, Wolverine. So there's, as you can see, there's also X-Men Days of the Future Past, I think. Days of the Future Past also announced. Whoa, Pirates of the Caribbean, as I said before. Monsters Incorporated, another Pixar movie. Wolverine #2. I wonder how they want to approach this, because I think it's about Yuriko, Logan's friend and girlfriend and lover in Japan. So I wonder how they want to approach this one in Wolverine 2. All I'm saying here about the movie is my speculation a little bit, or just some rumors. I don't remember if that's official. And in 2015, do I have any videos or movies that I want to see in that year? Ant-Man. Nope. Narnia #5. They are still making those? I thought that they stopped on #2. The Prince Caspian or something like that. And we have also Snow White and the Huntsman 2. Like I care. Star Wars #7. I fear that movie. So actually there is not that big of a number of there's a big number of movies and a small number of titles that I really want to see. The thing is, you asked about up to 2015. Probably a lot will change in my personal view on movies, because, you know, the more we know about the movie, the more or the less I want to see such a title. So these are the movies. I hope I clarified some of your that this answer is something you were able to that's able to tell you what is my personal view. And that would be for questions. Unfortunately, that's just 3. There is just 3 questions. Right. And that basically concludes my 60 subscriber special. I was hoping there will be more questions, as I said before. So if you have a question that you think you might like me to answer, doesn't matter if you're my subscriber or not, and if one of the answers provided in this material gave you some insights, gave you some doubts, or maybe you want to know more, you want me to elaborate, feel free to add questions here as well. What's coming next to my channel? First of all, I changed the overall view of the channel, so we're going with the proposition that YouTube gave us, with the big change. They are changing those. That's the second time I see a change in the look of the channel. It still needs some work. I have to add the graphics. I'll probably do this weekend. So when this video will go uploading, I'll probably try to figure out a new logo, maybe a new, generally a new look for the main graphic. I need to think about that. And what comes next? Unfortunately, a little bit of a slowdown. New episodes of the Book of Unwritten Tales LP are coming. They are all on YouTube at the moment, programmed to be published each one day. I don't want to throw everything at you. The marathon is coming. I changed my recording program as well around a month ago, and the one that I'm using right now, I'm very proud of it. I'll probably leave you a link in the description. I am also considering a material to show why this program is better than Fraps. I'll also give some new insights, probably in some audio blogs. That unfortunately depends in a lot of places on what is going on with my computer, as I said before at the beginning of the material. This is the priority problem. Why? Because there is one particular LP coming. I pre-ordered last year, and the release date of that game is coming very quickly, so I really need to make this computer of mine fully functional again, so I can make an LP of that game. It's a shooter, but it's a very good shooter. Actually, we can't say that it's a very good shooter because we don't know yet. But when Irrational Games are making a game, everything suggests in the sky and on the ground that it'll be a tremendously good game. I highly recommend you check out at least the trailers, because these are one of the best trailers I've ever seen. And of course, I'm talking about BioShock Infinite. I want to make a full LP of that game, played by me blindly. So look forward to that, and that's basically an announcement as well. As long as I will get the game, that's for sure. I will probably test it as well. If it's not on my computer, then on my brother's computer. Nothing will stop me from playing that game with an LP for you as quickly as I'm possible to do it on my computer, because my brother's computer is my brother's computer and he has tons of stuff there. I don't want to overuse his generosity that he will probably lend me his computer to communicate with people, to update things like that. But he won't let me record. At least I don't want to record on his computer, because it's his computer, and you know, it's sort of it's a fair policy. It's his generosity that I can use it if my computer goes to a service. The thing is, I can work on it, but I can't play games on it. This is hell, basically. Okay, thank you for your time, thank you for watching this. The material will be quite long, I think, because I went with words and with my thoughts on the answers. Scottish Warrior 92, you're a big help. Thanks for your support, and I hope someday I'll be able to thank you, at least personally. I'm not going to Scotland in a couple of years, I think. If you want, check out the other LPs, check out the other channel materials, audio blogs. Feel free to subscribe. I hope I gave you some good info about who I am in this video as well, and gave you some feedback. Maybe I gave you some answers. If so, feel free to comment on the video. As always, and have a nice day. My name is Gabriel. It was a hell of a good time to record this for ya. See ya and have a nice day.